The problem with the speaking, as we said, is that even though we know that speaking is important, it is the thing that is always difficult for most of us when we are learning English or any foreign language at first. We don't practice speaking simply because we can't find anyone to speak to. We say to ourselves, "Who am I going to speak English to? There is no one. I live in Egypt. Who am I going to speak English to?" And even my friends, most of them do not encourage me to speak English. Okay, so what I'm gonna do? So what you're gonna do, like we said at first, you need to be determined and you need to be disciplined, okay? Practice speaking to yourself. Don't wait for anyone or anybody to help you or to speak English to you. No. Speak English to yourself. Stand in front of the mirror and practice speaking for 5 minutes or 10 minutes every day. Just do it, okay? Well, if you feel that standing in front of the mirror sounds like a crazy idea, and if you get caught speaking to yourself, maybe your mama will shout at you or tell you that you are crazy, there's no problem. Okay, go out for a walk and speak English to yourself. You don't have to do it out loud, okay? Just speak English to yourself. Imagine that you have an imaginary friend, okay, and always speak English too. I do it all the time. If I don't do it, I am never going to learn that language. If I hadn't done this, I wouldn't have be this way. I mean, you are watching me speaking English fluently. I did not prepare this speech, okay? Words just come out of my mouth so smoothly and so easily simply because I have done it like millions of times before. Ever since I was like 20 years old and I've been speaking English to myself. Every opportunity I get, I speak to myself. I sit in a room alone, I speak to myself. When I think in English, and sometimes when no one is around, I think in English and I speak to myself in English. And when there's no one around, I speak out loud. There is absolutely no problem with that. But if you wait for the opportunity to come along, if you wait to find yourself in a country that is English-speaking country, then you are never going to learn that language, because most of the time we are learning English simply because English is not our native language, and we are living in a country that is not an English-speaking country. And that's why we want to learn that foreign language in order to be good at what we do, in order to get a better job, or in order to travel to that English-speaking country eventually. So my point is, do not wait for that opportunity, because if you wait for it, it will never come. You have to create it. You have to create the atmosphere, the environment, okay, in order to speak it. And like I said, it is always difficult also. It's also difficult to find someone to encourage you. Most people around you, they don't have the enthusiasm or the discipline or the determination to learn a language. If you ask them, do you want to learn how to speak English fluently? They say yes, but they do not have the commitment, the discipline, the determination in order to do it. They just want it to happen just like that. And of course, this is not logical. It doesn't happen. So you have to create this. Now, speaking is good, but some of us say that, well, I try to speak. I do, but I speak for like 2 minutes and then I stop speaking simply because I have run out of words. I don't have words. Okay, I've already used all the words that I know. So what I'm going to do? Okay, they cannot speak English continuously for like 5 minutes, and even if they do, 5 minutes is just the most they can do. Okay, so what do these people need? These people need more vocabulary. They need to expand their vocabulary, and like we said, in order to expand your vocabulary, you have to do the first and foremost thing is to read a lot. Like I said, the more you read, the more vocabulary, the more words you will learn. You will boost the vocabulary, expand your vocabulary. You will learn more and more. You will learn new words, and then you will ask yourself, how am I going to use them? You can check the dictionary. These words are used in examples. We say these things before. So you need to expand the vocabulary. This is why we said that you have to be consistent. every day you have to read, okay? Every day you have to read. Half an hour, read. Read this reading. While reading, you will revise, repeat the words that you already know, and you will learn more new vocabulary. So this is very good. So this will be a revision and at the same time learning more things. And this new vocabulary, when you listen to English, you will definitely hear the words, the new vocabulary that you have just learned. You will come across them. You listen to the BBC, you listen to any English audio, or watch movies or English videos on YouTube, you will definitely hear the words that you studied in the morning, the words that you read in the book in the morning. And this way, you will improve your pronunciation, because sometimes you memorize words with the wrong pronunciation. So when you hear them, you will know the correct pronunciation. And most of us have the problem of we know many words, but the problem is we do not use all these words. We don't use all these words. We use some of them, but we just don't use all of them. If you don't use it, you'll lose it. Okay? This is why I'm asking you to read every day in order to remember the words that you memorized the day before or the week before, and learn more and more words. And I'm also asking you to listen, because when you listen to English, you listen to vocabulary and words that you memorized maybe last month and you almost forgot, but when you listen to them, you remember them, and at the same time you learn new vocabulary. So this is very important. This can be done. Learning English in 6 months can be done. This is totally doable. Okay, provided that you have the determination, the discipline, and you practice every day. Remember the 4 skills: the writing, the reading, the listening, and the speaking. Okay? Okay? We can take writing out of this equation. Because we sometimes are busy, so you can do it, no problem. It's optional here. Okay? We're going to put a discount on this one. But the reading is important, has to be done in order to expand your vocabulary and learn more and more vocabulary, okay? You may need a dictionary by your side to check new vocabulary, that's no problem. And the listening, and you have to end your day. By speaking English for like 15 minutes, okay? You can sit in front of the camera. Right now, I'm making a video. I'm speaking English. There is no one around me. I'm sitting in an empty room, okay? And I'm speaking to the camera. You can do this. If you have a smartphone, you can get a tripod, put the phone on the tripod, okay? And start the video and speak to yourself. You don't have to upload it to YouTube yet, just until you feel that you are confident enough and your speaking is good and there are no many grammar mistakes, okay? When you build that confidence, you can, make your own YouTube channel and upload videos, but you can record yourself, speak to your phone, and then when you're done, play the video and see how you're doing. This will give you a lot of confidence in yourself. You will feel that you're doing a good job, getting better. You will also hear some mistakes, no problem. We can learn from our mistakes, know our weak points, and get better. And see you next time.